Hi there. Good morning. Welcome to Rich Haven Life. My name is Ian, and I'm going to be spending the next couple of days getting ready for the rain. I got up this morning to check the weather forecast for this upcoming week and saw that the rain that had been forecasted has gotten a lot more intense. So there's a number of things that I'd like to do around the property to get ready for that. First and foremost is this is fall. I have a fair number of maple and oak trees around the property that have shed a lot of their leaves. So I've got my trusty leaf blower with me to clear the driveway, ditches, pathways, and just get that taken care of to a reasonable point. I'll also be collecting a lot of the leaves to be used as a mulch in the orchard. But there's other things that I like to get done as well to prepare for the rain that I'll also be sharing in this video. Okay, so while I wait for the batteries to charge for the leaf blower, I collected some ash and biochar from some burn piles that we had. I'm gonna use that for the garden. And yeah, just to give an update on these two raised beds where I planted a bunch of garlic, it's starting to come up. So you can see a lot of the green shoots starting to come up, so that's nice to see. So for this wood pile here, I got a few things I need to do. I noticed in the last storm that the wind on this part of the property is a bit stronger than I had anticipated, and when the wind was howling through, it was picking up the tarps and basically the T-posts that are holding them down. They were kind of useless in holding the tarp, at least the sides, in place. So the tarp was flying up, the T-posts were flying up, and having these T-posts flying around is not a good solution. Having some little missiles moving around as the wind is blowing. So I'm gonna weigh all the T-posts down with these logs, some maple and bay, and maybe some fir. So that'll hopefully solve for the issue of the T-post flying around in the rain. And another thing was, I didn't think this fully through when I was building this wood pile. So this side here on the right, this was the first part of the wood pile that I put in. So this is the wood that was cut first and had the most amount of time to dry out over the summer. So as I pull from this wood pile over the winter to put firewood in the stove, I'm going to be pulling from this end first and then working my way to the left. But as you can see, this side of the wood pile, it's next to this slope. And so, yeah, when it's raining and windy, this is not going to be an ideal situation to lift up the tarp, pull the firewood, and walk it into the house. So what I'm going to do is, before it starts raining, is pull a bunch of firewood from this side here and move it into the mud room over there. So it'll be nice and dry, and I've got some space in there that will house a good amount of wood. So maybe I could make that a dynamic, at least until I have a better situation of how to pull from this this giant pile of firewood. All right, so I got a fair amount of firewood moved from the back side of the pile into the mud room, and also both sides of the wood pile are now weighed down much better than before, so hopefully that'll be sufficient for the wind. So another thing about the rainy season here is that's when everything that was brown becomes green. So everything kind of comes back to life as it starts raining after the dry season, and for the most part it's really beautiful, and lots of things are coming up, but there is one in particular that I do not want coming up, and I've actually declared war. So maybe I'll do a separate video about my war on thistle, but in the meantime I'm going to see if I can make some progress before it rains. So just to illustrate what I'm talking about, if you don't know about thistle, that probably means you haven't been poked by it, so lucky you. So here you can see a whole lot of little thistles popping up. Here's a slightly different variety, but you get a good idea of the annoyance of these things. You can see the spikes on the ends of the leaves. And so with an ounce of prevention beating a pound of cure, I've got a solution that I've been using of half vinegar, half water, with a little bit of salt sprinkled in. And that's what I'm using to combat the thistle. It's a nice natural solution, and pretty darn effective. So yesterday I sprayed this little bit here just to illustrate how well the thistle is being killed off by the vinegar. So you see the dead leaves there, and so wanting to take care of all of this, and this is just this one little patch. There are many other places where thistle is pretty endemic, and I'd like to fight it back. Maybe a useless battle, but I'd like to give it a shot. Let other things take over. So yeah. I can't really do this spraying in the rain. The rain dilutes the vinegar, so it's essentially useless for this purpose. So spraying things now while it's still dry, and take care of these little suckers before they get much bigger. All right. Well, the rain is approaching. Probably just a few hours away at this point. So our preparations are wrapping up. Not going to be able to get done everything that I thought when I first started this video. My buddy Wes yesterday, I was like, "Hey, let's go out to the coast and check things out while the weather is still nice." So went out and saw some really cool things. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah, so just needed to reprioritize what would get done around here for the rain, and it looks like this is going to be the kind of the beginning of the actual rainy season. Rain is in the forecast for pretty much the next week and a half, so that'll probably kick off 6 months or so of rain, pretty much on and off up here. But there's one last project that I wanted to take care of in the nursery greenhouse before wrapping things up. Okay, so something I noticed in the last storm with the wind was these Brussels sprouts, the leaves, and to a lesser extent the broccoli. But the leaves on these plants make really good sails. So you can kind of see them leaning to the left there, and that's because the wind was really howling through here, coming from the north. The wind also comes from the southwest during the winter storms. So with that, I'm going to need some sort of a solution, and I think just putting some sticks around each of the plants should do the trick to hold them in place. They don't need much help; they just need a little bit of help. All right, well, it's definitely not elegant, but it is good enough for farm work. Looks like each Brussels sprout is now in its own little prison with these four bamboo sticks around each of them. But I think they'll do the trick in holding things in place while the wind is howling through here. So, and if not, we'll see another solution, or maybe as the Brussels sprouts grow up, the stems get thick enough to be able to stand on their own. But we shall see. All right, well, that is going to wrap it up for preparing for the rain. The storm is approaching. The temperatures dropped, the winds picked up, the sky's gotten darker. So yeah, definitely time for me to head back to the house and start a fire. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy and take care.